Hello and welcome to 5 Tech. This is Abbas. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about security, identity, and compliance. What exactly this is about? Just see few slides, then we straight away cruise through lab. I'm not going to take a lot of time for concept and explanation. Just about 5 slides, and then we start working on lab. It provides access and access permission to AWS. It's global to all regions, consolidates builds for all users. Users can access only specific network, easily manage security credentials, provides temporary access when needed, provide roles other AS resources can assume. AWS identity and access management enables you to securely control access to AWS services and resources for your user. Using IAM, you can create and manage AWS users and groups and use permissions to allow and deny their access to AWS resources. Major concern, are there any charges? IAM is a feature for your AWS account offered at no additional charge. You will be charged only for users access, in the sense you will be charged only for use of other AWS service by your users. Use cases, use fine-grained access control, integrate with your corporate directory, and require MFA, that is multi-factor authentication for highly privileged users. Okay, these are a few practices that we're going to work on the lab. We're going to create users, that is an individual user, and a user can belong to a particular group too. So either it could be a user not in a group or user in a group. Then there are permissions, grant least privilege, in the sense you don't have to give a complete access. Auditing, of course, turn on AWS CloudTrail where you see the audit reports. Then password, configure a strong password policy, in the sense uppercase, lowercase, special case. It should be a combo of all these. MFA enabled privilege, of course, that is multi-factor authentication. We're going to see the lab on MFA too. Let's look into the lab. We have security, identity, and compliance. Under that you have IAM, that is identity access management. Towards the left where you find my cursor, these are the options that we're going to work on. We have groups, we have users, roles, policies, and right now let's start with a user, that we create a user or add a user. Okay, I say add a user, and I name the user as, let's say, user1 AWS. Can I add more users to it? Of course, you keep on clicking on this and keep on adding users. In case if you want to avoid it, you can just click out here and proceed. So I just said user1 AWS. Then this is an important factor you need to remember. In case you want to work, you want this particular user to work on CLI mode as such. Unless and until you enable out here by clicking this option, he cannot work on the CLI. And this is a next option. You have AWS Management Console Access. What exactly is this? Enables a password that allows user to sign into AWS Management Console. Okay, here you have auto-generated password. If you don't need, you can just click on custom password and allocate a password, okay, of your choice, whatever you want. It should be, you know how a password is given. I don't have to tell you, I've already said about it, I've spoken about it. I just say next permission. Okay, then this is a group which is ready out here. Either I can click on this group to add this particular user into this group, or create a new group. So I just say next, I just say name 5, and I say review. I create a user, Okay, the user is already added up here. Now I just click on this URL. Look what happens and where it takes me. Need to remember the user that we had created with the password. So it was user 1 AWS and allocated password. It's the password which we had chosen inside, and I say login. It takes me in here. Now I had given an option where I reset the password, my old password. Okay, then the new password. All right, I retype the new password. Then I say continue, where it takes me. The most important thing after you log in, very first thing I want you to look at this right hand top. User 1 AWS, it was me, that was Abbas. Now it has changed to a different user, the one which we had chosen earlier. So this is how you create a user and create a password, log in as that particular user, and this is a console you see. This is a little longer module. There are a lot of options, a lot of labs to do, so we'll be doing in bits and pieces, so makes things easy to access. The rest of the stuff I'm going to do in my other videos. Thank you very much. I hope it was informative. If it was fine, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.